السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أهلا وسهلا. Marhaban. Welcome, guys. My name is Jack Zaman. I know it's a bit late today for the live stream, but I just came back right now. Just came back right now from the talk, and I thought, you know what, I'll just come on, see how you guys are, answer some of your questions as well, if you have any questions, and then I'll finish. But I don't want to kind of like break the routine. And as you know what kind of guy I am. So my name is Yaqut Zaman. This is my YouTube channel, Roots of Knowledge. Usually on Saturdays we have live Q&A, and this is it. And I've got this plant that they actually gave me this tea. Can you see this tea? So this is like hot water, and then you just put this. Remember I showed you guys before as well. So this is one of the gifts they gave me for the talk. Yeah, so we'll just see how this tastes, inshallah. Lucky's channel, wa alaikum assalam, ahlan wa sahlan. Ahlan wa sahlan. Welcome, guys. So today I had a talk. It was about the miraculous nature of the Quran, the miracle of the Quran. And I just talked a bit about the sort of Arabic language and how it kind of works with other things as well. And yeah, it was good. It was nice. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. And I think since COVID finished, I cut down on my talks a lot. A lot of talks was like online talks, and I don't really get the same sort of like enjoyment in online talks as I do with others. Right. So what is the latest with you guys then? What's been happening? Let's check out Curious Cat if there's anything. Wa alaikum assalam, Emullah, ahlan wa sahlan. A late night one today, Emullah. Late night one with a nice flower tea thing there going on there. Yeah, we'll see how this tastes as well. So Curious Cat, let's check out what Curious Cat is saying. See if it's going well. Yeah, so it's just been a that day for me today. Yeah, talking, and then we had dinner as well. So there's a local place by the place where I gave the talk. I've eaten there before, but it was quite long ago. And I had ribs today. So I had like my favorite. I love ribs. So I don't know if you guys, Mullah, I don't know if you like ribs, but I had ribs. Okay, let's see some questions. Okay, so Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ustad, Jazakallah khair for answering your previous question. Ustad, can you give me a breakdown evidence on the permissibility of celebrating birthdays? Also, can we put candles on cakes, as someone told me it's not allowed? Your response. So basically, when it comes to birthdays, like I said, the issue is that everything is considered to be permissible unless stated otherwise. So there is no prohibition in the Quran about birthday. There's no prohibition from the Prophet about birthdays. So that's why there isn't really kind of any evidence to say that birthdays are not allowed. It's not associated to any religious ritual or festival. So that's why it's fine. As long as there's no extravagance in there, people are not overspending in there, people are not, using too much. And it's, those kind of things obviously are prohibited. As for putting candles on the cakes, I don't know. I mean, I don't think the candles have any significance. Rather, it's just like having a certain number of years you've been alive for. Yeah, so I don't see the kind of Zed Melor, ahlan wa sahlan, welcome. I love ribs. Try out bun. That's the one I was at, Buns and Steaks. That's the one I was at, Buns and Steaks. Yeah, so because the place that I gave the talk is literally just like 6 doors down. It's called the Doha Institute. So we had it there. MashaAllah, it's nice. Really nice. Wa alaikum assalam, Rona, ahlan wa sahlan. If I buy something and sell it for more than I bought it for, is that permissible? Yes, it's permissible. Is it permissible for a female barber to cut the hair of male clients? So because it involves touching the body, yeah, so then it wouldn't be allowed. So these kind of things, Islamically, a woman should not be cutting a man's hair if she's non-mahram. So men should cut men's, and vice versa. Right, let's check out another question then. So, is it permissible to torrent books for study? Torrent, I guess torrent means like using the torrent website to download books illegally, pirate videos, you mean, pirate books. Yeah, so I mean, these kind of things, people should, it's best not to, I mean, it's fine, you can use them as long as, they're using it fairly, they've been used fairly, and they're not used for selling on. I wouldn't see a problem with that. But ideally, you should try to buy the book if you can afford it. If a person commits shirk not knowing it was shirk, would he still be out of the fold of Islam? It all depends situation, but usually if it's out of ignorance and it's not considered to be something categorical, then they will still be Muslim. Will we be questioned for what passes through our minds? No, you won't be questioned for what passes through your minds. All right, so yeah, so that was basically, and this is the flower. The flower has opened up. This is actually much better than the one that I had. This one opens up really good. Yeah, you can see it opening up. Actually, if I can just maybe show you guys a bit more closer, you guys can see it. You can see the flower there. So I don't know if you guys have ever had this kind of tea before. Yeah, nice. Yeah, Allah. Yeah, so that's been happening. Is being scared of something or someone shirk? No. Look, stop listening to Asim Hakim, yeah, Rona. Mufti, are you invested in crypto? No, I'm not. No. I was thinking about it, but because it's something a bit volatile, and because some scholars are not really kind of for it, so I just thought I'd just be on the safe side at the moment. But when it kind of just become a bit more well accepted, then maybe yeah. Will the dhikr uttered by lips while the mind wasn't in the state of focus still and was? Inshallah, why not? Yeah, why not? Definitely, inshallah. Ya Allah. Allahu Akbar wa lillahi alhamd. Yeah, so that's been the week, guys. So what's been the latest with you guys? I know I came on a bit late today. I don't know, did anyone manage to watch the talk online? I don't know. I think it was streamed online. So if anyone did, let me just see if I can. If there was a link or anything. Yeah, I don't know if there was a link or something. Yeah, Allah. So yeah, that's it. All the questions have been answered. Okay. Z, if someone was to write an essay on the Quranists from the perspective of usul fiqh, where would you look? It depends what you're going to talk about. So what I would suggest you do is, first of all, brainstorm what kind of problems the Quranists argument has. So list down, let's just say 5 Quranists arguments. And I don't like to call them Quranists, I just call them rejectors of hadith. So rejectors of hadith, write down arguments, 5 arguments, for example, or 10, or whatever. And then you start with those and you break them down. So depending on what kind of, that's what you have to start with. So you start off with the argument, and then you start to understand where the problem lies in that argument. And then you look into usul fiqh. Okay, for example, if I share an 18 plus video with you and others, is that considered a public or private sin? E.g., we had a group chat and we were sharing 18 plus content. Yeah, so if a person is sharing such things, as in they are sharing sins, are sort of like encouraging other people to do sins, that would be considered a major sin. Yeah, so they should do tawbah. Is using a credit card but paying the borrowed money on time despite contract? Yes, that's allowed. NK, wa alaikum assalam. I work in healthcare and sometimes I need to do examinations on the deceased. I was wondering if I need to say any du'as. No need to say any du'as. You can just do your whatever you're supposed to do. If I start my salah and realize that I'm doing something that is considered makruh for my salah, can I break my salah and to correct it and start again, or should I just finish it? Yeah, it depends what you're doing. What exactly are you doing? Having your hair tied wouldn't be considered like makruh tahrimi in that sense. Yeah. So no, carry on your salah. Is it possible? And you can even possibly, if you can just easily just remove the the string from your hair or the hair tie. Is it possible that Allah can show you a glimpse of your future in your dream? Why not? Samina Ghafoor alaikum assalam. These days, married men having a girlfriend and they lie to them they're not married or they're saying we living separately. Is that no? That doesn't mean divorce. Yeah, as long as they haven't said that they have divorced. If they've said they've divorced, then it's counted as divorce. Yeah, they said they've divorced. Is it public or private sin? Public. Yeah, public. If it's in front of public means in front of other people. You don't have to do it on the streets in front of everyone. So as long as it's in front of other people, it's considered a public sin. You missed my question. Okay, what was your question? What do you know about Jabal Qaf? I have no idea. I don't know. Or they said we're not married. No. So, I mean, it all depends on situation, but I would say no. It wouldn't be counted as a divorce. No. Yeah. Is having long hair sunnah? Not necessarily. But as in, what you mean by sunnah is, did the Prophet ﷺ have long hair? Yes. Is it encouraged for Muslim men to have long hair? No. Yeah. So if that was you mean by depends what you mean by sunnah. If a person's belly is exposed in salah, does his salah break? As in below the navel. So if below the navel a large portion is shown for the duration, a long duration, then it would nullify the salat. Yeah. But if it's just for a short while and he covers it, then it should be okay. Jazakallah khair, Qasim. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, so I know it's a bit late, guys, with the Q&A, but I had a talk, so I just thought to myself, either you're gonna miss the live, or we're gonna have it a bit late. So I thought, you know what, a bit late. The American guys usually they come on late anyway. So is it rewardable to have long hair? No, unless your intention is to imitate the Prophet ﷺ, then it's rewarding. Sharif will wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Kayf ahalukum al-yawm? How did you talk go? Alhamdulillah. Talk went very well. I'm not sure if it was recorded, but I do know that it was online. But I'm not sure what the link was for that. So maybe that on that poster, if you email them on that poster, contact them. Maybe they might be able to give you a recorded link to it. I don't know if there was. Do they have a website? Let's just see. Institute. Yeah, they actually do. Yeah, here's the link. All right, yeah. Here it is. So link to my talk. That's a link to my talk. That's the link to my talk. Okay, in fact, let me just put it up here. Ya Allah, la ilaha illallah. I wish I could grow a zulfa, but my hair is thin. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I can't really kind of give any fatwas on that. Nigerian accent. I haven't done that for a long time. I prefer this time for today. Alhamdulillah. See, we think alike, bro. Someone asked me in what language is Adam and Hawa speak. We have no idea. No, anyone who says they know, they have no idea. Wa alaikum assalam, ahlan wa sahlan. Rona, should a person who is financially stable spend a lot of money on the decorations of wedding or just have a very simple one? You tell me, bro. I think you've answered the question yourself. Jazakallah khair, Fali. Ameen, ameen. Do you find a lot of graduates struggle with writing skills and there should be a course? Definitely. I think that's why I think graduates should either go university, do a university course to improve their research skills, or maybe, I don't know, there should be some sort of like a course or something they can do to learn critical writing skills. वालेकुम अस्सलाम इदरीस शाह साहिब, क्या हाल है? संगा हाल दे, खैरियत दे, तबीयतुन दे खदी. Is having Khan finance impermissible if interest is involved? Yes, impermissible, not allowed. Ya Allah, la ilaha illallah. Yeah, so that's been the day for me, guys. Yeah, it's been. Today I don't have my hair tied, just got it loose. Yeah, today I had a nice cold shower today, cold. Yeah, I had one yesterday as well, had one today as well. I'm thinking I might have one tomorrow. Yeah, so cold shower. It's kind of like good for your body, gives you energy, nice energy as well. Is not plucking or shaving the armpits a sin? If it's allowed to grow for many weeks, more than say 6 weeks, then it potentially is sinful. Yeah. Is mortgage allowed if you only buy one house? If there's no other way for you to be able to get yourself a home, then possibly as a last resort, if it's for your own house. Musab, are you having doodh patti? No, it's not doodh patti, bro. Look what this is. This is tea with a flower in it. Look at that. Have you ever seen this? Tea with a flower in there. And a cold shower is too hard. No, it's not hard, bro. You need to take one. Trust me. Let me tell you. Take 3 cold showers. Yeah. Take one tomorrow, one on Tuesday, one on Thursday, and then you tell me how you feel. What type of hair oil do you use? Usually just like beard oils I use on my hair, or something like baby oil. Beard oils or baby oil. Doodh patti chai is so nice. Yeah, doodh patti is nice. Why is a person still held responsible for missed salat, etc., even after tawbah? Because basically, any obligation that comes to you from Allah can only be fulfilled if you do it, or Allah absolves you of it. So, because if Allah tells you to pray, it's not gonna be absolved until you pray. Basically, that's the reason. So, tawbah is to do with the sin of missing it on time, but you still have to make it up. Assalamu alaikum, Ahlan wa sahlan Sharif. Do you eat the flowers in the tea? I think you toss them out. Yeah, I think you throw them out. Oh, you guys toss them out. Sharif, you Americans don't say that kind of stuff. My body feels like it's under attack when I try cold showers. That's you gotta feel that. Trust me, you're gonna feel it. Yeah, if you want to join my club, yeah, if you want to be my murid, you're gonna have to have cold showers. Yeah, I'm gonna get all my murids to have more cold showers. Where did you study? I studied in Karachi, Pakistan. Mufti Meg says he uses argan oil. Argan oil. Yeah, I heard argan oil is quite good. Yeah. So everyone's not got Pathan genes to handle that. That's true. Baby oil, because it's thin and it kind of like, it doesn't leave like a greasy effect. Yeah, olive oil, it kind of leaves the hair greasy all day, and that kind of grease feeling, it goes all over my clothes and things. But yeah, you do feel really good after, definitely. What kind of shops sell your tea with flowers? I have no idea. This was gifted to me today. A whole box was gifted to me after the talk. So mashallah, jazakallah khair to the brothers who were involved in organizing the event. I'll try again tomorrow. If I pass out, I'm suing. Go for it. Trust me, go for it. Yeah, what you gotta do, first of all, you put the shower on medium, get in, then put it onto cold, and then breathe. Remember the breathing exercise you gotta do. Make sure you calm your breathing. That's so a lot of people find cold showers hard because they can't control the breathing. So control the breathing. Oh, by the way, if you've got heart problems, don't take a cold shower because you'll definitely be suing me. Is missing Zohar due to being at school a valid reason? No, it shouldn't be a valid reason. You should ask them to allow you to pray, even if it's for 5 minutes. Yeah, so you ask the teacher if you can have 5 minutes to go and pray, and they should allow you to be able to pray. Good showers are good for mental health. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, feel nice, energetic. They actually say it's good for depression as well. In fact, you know what they say is good for depression? wild swimming, wild lake swimming. So you go out into the wild and you just go into a lake and you swim there, and you do it, once or twice a month. And they say it helps a lot of people in depression. It gets rid of a lot of depression and things associated to those kind of mental illnesses. I don't know if it's kind of like works or not, but maybe give it a go. If there's studies are being done on it, and some people are benefiting from it, why not? Yeah, go for it. Give it a go. Yeah. So I mean, I really want to start wild swimming. Yeah, wild dipping they call it. So I'm gonna try that inshallah, because I've got a mate and he's saying to me there's an organization that actually tells you which places are the best places to go outdoor wild swimming. So you just go in there, you just go for a little wild swim, lakes, and it refreshes your body, heats, gives your muscles nice feeling. It actually also is proven to help lower sort of like anxiety, stress. There's lots of benefits for it basically. Meditation sinful? No, meditation is just simply relaxing your body, as long as you're not saying anything which is shirk. Why take cold showers? It's cold outside. Yeah, so that's the thing, isn't it? So people think cold showers are not supposed to be for the cold, but it's actually cold showers are good for all these things I mentioned. What madrasa darulooms do you suggest in England? As-Sufa Institute. That's what I suggest. I don't know about the other places, so I wouldn't be able to say. But yeah, Sufa Institute is one that I definitely. Do you say Bismillah after Fatiha if you are continuing a surah from the last rakat? If it's not from the beginning of a surah, somewhere in the middle, then you don't have to say. So are NFTs haram? So Samsung, check out Mufti Faraz Adam's latest article on it. So Mufti Faraz Adam has an article, he's got videos on it about this whole concept of NFT, different types of NFTs, etc. Do you think more people fall into mental health issues in the West due to easier lifestyle? I have no idea. I mean, it's not my field of expertise, but you can see that mental illnesses are around everywhere, in developed countries. But I think a lot of things are to do with sort of like expectations. I think a lot of people are pressured into having higher expectations, and I don't know. What do you guys think? But there's also a benefit to warm shower. It relaxes. In fact, cold showers actually relaxes you more, they say. So sports personalities, if you go to kind of sports like after a good workout, cold shower is best for the limbs and for the joints. It lowers inflammation in the joints, lowers your body core temperature as well, and it actually helps immune system, strengthens the immune system as well. So I don't know about benefits of warm showers. Asafan, so he's not biased. Exactly, bro. Exactly. What do you do with your finger in tashahhud? Raise it. I actually made a video on that. How long does Maghrib Salah last? Maghrib Salah, according to the Hanafis, it lasts all the way until Isha. Maghrib lasts all the way until Isha. Is missing Salah due to sleep and other from ignorance carry same sin? Yes. But if a person slept with the intention of waking up, then hopefully there's no sin. But if he slept really late, knew that he's not going to get up Fajr, stuff like that, then potentially sinful. Shall I tell a funny joke? Go on, tell. Baby oil is petroleum-based, same stuff we put in our automobiles. Go natural, Sadiqi. Yeah, is it? Oh, now you're telling me that. Yeah, actually, you know what? I might, but you know what? It just feels good. That's the thing. It's just like Vaseline as well. Vaseline is petroleum-based, but it just feels good. Will be good if you have podcasts with Sheikh Abdul Majid on mental health issues. He's qualified psychotherapist. Okay, that would be good. Yeah, Allah. Oh, just accidentally open the video there. Actually, this tea does have a little bitter taste at the end. I wonder why that is. Maybe you got to add sugar to it. Too much. Very strong, bittery taste, but it's good. It must be good for your body if it has a bitter taste. Shafis and romance can't go hand in hand. Shafis and romance can't go hand in hand. All right, I see what you done there, bro. I see what you done there. That's a good one there. I like that. I see what you're saying, but I guess I'm a little conflicted because the winter, most people who are prone to pain are in pain because of winter, but a cold shower will not cause that same. In fact, since I've been having my cold showers, I've hardly felt my arthritis. So I get arthritis in the winter. And since I started having cold showers, I actually have much less pains in my joints. Strange. And I mean, I've only been having cold showers for about 2, 3 weeks now. So I can't 100% say if it's really that, but it definitely has like I feel much more revitalized and I feel less ill. I miss your podcast. I think you should start a new series. Yeah, definitely, man. I just need more time, bro. I need like more than 7 days a week. I need 8 days a week. Have you tried bubble tea? I heard it's really good. I've heard a lot of people talk about it. What is it made from? How do they make it, bubble tea? Another good job. Go on. A lot of people get back pain in winter. Yeah, yeah. Try it, Brittany. Trust me. You try it. You got 3 minutes. You got to stay under there. Okay. You don't have to wash your hair or anything. Just stand under it, move around, and breathe. The main thing is, trust me, it's the initial breathing. Just breathe in, breathe out. Yeah, big breaths. Am I sinful if I pray my salah late, but within the salah time frame? Inshallah, you won't be sinful, but it's not a good habit to have. Salam, ahlan wa sahlan, Abdul Razak, welcome, mashallah, mashallah. Are you back from your Umrah trip? Maliki's hands down the best people I've met. Allah. Oh, you're proper thick jokes today. I don't know what you've been eating, but the kind of jokes you're coming out with. How do pain and illness wipe sins? How do pain and illness wipe sins? Oh, you mean like how does? Oh, okay. So it comes in a hadith. The Prophet ﷺ says that any Muslim that's afflicted by anything results in their sins being forgiven. So it's like any hardship you have to go through in life results in sins being dropped. Is there a narration about not having hijama at the stage of 40? I've never come across it. Bubble tea is like normal tea but cold with small. Okay. Tapioca. Did I say it? Tapioca balls. Chewy. I like cold tea. All right. I might try that one. Do you have to make it at home or is it you get it somewhere made? Are you a fan of Urdu Islamic poetry? I don't mind it. I don't read too much of it. But yeah, I wouldn't mind. Alhamdulillah. Back in the UK now, you must be feeling that kind of like depression, spiritual depression. Back in the UK from Umrah, nice weather, nice locations. Bubble tea is very good. Try it. Yeah, I'm gonna try that. Is it possible for astaghfirullah? What are you saying, brother? Zaid, you shouldn't say that. I heard that if you made wudu and then pass gas. Uzair, are you fitna? Are you a fitna boy? Don't do fitna, my brother. I heard that if you made wudu and then pass gas and go make wudu, you do not need to wash the private back part. Yes, that's true. You can buy it from shops. I'm sure there'll be one wherever you are because it's very popular now, but you can also make it at home. Okay. I'm going to go and find, inshallah, next time I go out, I'm going to find a place that has it and I'm going to try it, inshallah. Ya Allah. Yeah, so that's been my day today, guys. Yeah, just been enjoying. The weather's been a bit strange today. It's been cold. Yeah, it's been cold and windy. Yeah. Yeah, Allah. Allahul Haqq. That's it, bro. Just today they announced all ages can go Umrah. Alhamdulillah. So okay, before kids couldn't go. Is it okay to watch the front and back part though? Yes, if you want to watch the front and back part, you can. It's fine. Inshallah, don't get addicted to it. It's very nice. Okay, I will listen to you. I will listen to you. I will not get addicted. When I play sports, I wear tights under small shorts above my knees. So that will be valid, yes, inshallah. So as long as the area is covered, it will be valid. From Texas, yeah, Texas, man. You guys are from Texas, and I hate this cold. Is that accent correct? Is that the correct Texas accent? Yeah, I heard Texas has cold winters. Yeah, we in the UK have cold winters as well. I heard that guy in Saudi was in the washroom talking Arabic, and another guy thought he was. Astaghfirullah. Can we accept the Israeliyat written in tafsirs as long as they do not contradict with the Quran? Then yes. It was 18 plus before, I think, when I went. Oh right. So now the all kids are gonna start going now. Yeah. What's your thoughts on the latest Russia-Ukraine? I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not good at politics, but it just seemed as though Russia has been after Ukraine for a very long time because of that water. They need that water access, and we don't know how these governments really kind of work because there's so many things happening behind the scenes. There's like contracts they have and years sort of like allyship they have with certain countries, and it's basically like gangs. Basically, governments are like gangs, and it's like one gang. England is one gang, France is another gang, and sometimes they'll be friends with each other. Sometimes they'll have a breakup, angry at each other. So we're the ones that suffer really. So the gangs fight with each other, and we're the guys that suffer. Assalamu alaikum. Just arrived in time for a proper Texan greeting. Yeah, man. You as well? Texan? Yeah, I'm also Texan. How's things, Jundullah? Is it a bad sign in Islam for a Muslim who never went to Mecca? No, it's not. Some say Putin is good as he has built 2,000 masjids. Well, he's got the name Putin. Putin. Yeah. Jundullah, Sa'akum assalam. Man like Jundullah. Texas accent is a no-go. Hey, my man. How do you guys do New Jersey accent? New Jersey accent. I want to speak New Jersey accent. New Jersey accent, man. That's the best. Trust me. I'm sorry, but like New Jersey accent. I can't think of what else. What else do you guys say? Abu M. Alaikum assalam. I am not a big fan of all Arabic grammar, but is Qatr Nada enough for Sunni? Yes. Sharh Qatr Nada is enough. Sharh Qatr and Nada, or if you study Qatr Nada by a teacher, that should be enough, inshallah. You should do whole podcast in Texan accent. You know what? I get my throat gets tired. That's not a problem. I can only last for about 5 or 10 minutes, and then after that, my throat starts having like fits. Nigerian accent. Wallahi, Nigerian. Comedy hour, good accent. Alhamdulillah, ala kulli hal. Sheikh, hope you're well. Bismillah, I'm very good. Thank you very much. Very good. So, as you guys know, I had a talk today, and that's why I'm late. And I thought, you know what, I can't miss you guys out in the week. So, hit the like button, guys. See, I came for you guys. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed. Check out the videos that I put up last week. I didn't put many videos up because I was kind of like semi-holiday mode, and now I'm back. Yeah, so the videos are going to come back, inshallah. Right. So what's been the latest with you guys? Anything interesting? Anything good been going on? Right. Yeah, Allah. In the end of praying, if I say assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh instead of shorter one, is more rewardable? No, it won't be more rewardable, but your salat will be done. Is it permissible to put the clause in a nikah contract that the man isn't allowed to marry a second wife? It depends how it's worded. Yeah, it depends how it's worded. But technically, it won't really have an impact on the nikah. I like your post about studying enough grammar, then reading books a lot. People, grammar fanatic. Yeah, exactly. That's the word, grammar fanatic. I like that word. What was the hardest thing you studied as a student? The hardest thing, I think it's probably, I think it was Mantiq. The advanced books of Mantiq were quite hard, like really high level books of Mantiq. I found them quite hard. Book review. Okay, do I have a book? I'll have to see. Trying not to hear the newsletter. Yeah, hearing a lot of the news is just depressing. So I just sometimes just don't even look at the news for days. Jundullah, alhamdulillah, brother, I'm okay. Jazakallah khair. It's your conversation. I have concerns on how Saudi Arabia is changing, including Neon Sea project. Do you think it's a sign of end of time? I don't know. Are you on the end of time signs searcher? I have no idea. Could be. It looks that way. That's what it looks like, but we don't know. I mean, when we say end of time, end of time could be like in thousands of years, or it could be in hundreds of years, it could be in decades. The Prophet ﷺ is demonstrably the most successful and influential man ever, and he never commissioned a single throne or statue for himself. Excellent point. I appreciate everything that you do, Sheikh. It takes a lot of patience to do what you do, mashallah. Ameen. Jazakallah khair, Abdullah, for your beautiful feedback and your du'as. May Allah bless you. Does a man have to ask for permission from his first wife to get a second wife? No. Have you studied Alfiya ibn Malik? Yes. If anyone gives you troubles, let them know you have friends in Jersey that will come see them. That's it. I got like Jersey crew, man. I got like some guys from Jersey. I'm gonna come down and knock your lights out. I don't know. Do you guys say that? Knock your lights out. What do you guys say? Do it like in English. I'm gonna do him over. Do him over. I'm gonna knock him out. Sort him out. What else do we say? I heard that if one is rude to someone's mother or father, is as if you are being rude to your parents. Is this true? No, it's not true. But yeah, you can understand it's sinful. Definitely sinful. Do you think people focus too much on signs of Qiyamah, everything they see? I think, yeah, if it's going to stop someone from progressing in life and doing something practical, I think it's just not good to focus too much on these things. You get some people who just all day and night just focusing on, and you're thinking, oh, do you pray 5 times a day? Do you do anything for the community? Do you do any charity work? Do you have any projects? And they go, no, I don't. What do you do? Oh, all day I just listen to videos and watch things about Day of Judgment and Dajjal. Is playing in arcade haram? Not necessarily. Depends what you're playing. Keep up the live stream style that keeps us close to you, though we are far. Ameen, ameen. Ahlan wa sahlan, ALM. Ahlan wa sahlan. May Allah bless you. Which city did you study in Pakistan? Karachi. Is it allowed to pay zakat every 2 years by adding this year's payment and last year's? So as long as you are precise with the amount that you're giving, and you're not giving any less, then yeah. Which charity would you recommend? I would recommend, first of all, give it yourself. To find poor people in your community, give it to yourself, give it to your family members. And then if you want to give it to Ummah Welfare Trust, give it to GRT, One Ummah, and a Sufa Relief. These are 4 charities that I can say are very, very reliable. MashaAllah, MashaAllah, Mullah, Jazakallah khair for your kind support. May Allah bless you. May Allah put barakah in your wealth and your health and your studies and save you from all sorts of fitnas. Jazakallah khair. It means a lot, bro. It means a lot, man. Yeah, so all your support, guys, for my channel, it means a lot to me because it means that I can do more for the channel. I can take out more time. I can invest more in software, in hardware, and in paying for editors as well. So yeah, Jazakallah khair. Thank you very much. Especially now with prices of things going up as well. It's obviously it's everywhere, but it helps a lot. They say spark you out. Spark you out. That's a good one. I've been to this channel twice and I like your content, but I do want to get a clear understanding. Do the channel teaches Arabic and the Quran? Yes, that's right. Is there a hadith about your teacher being your third parent? Not that I've come across. Is playing shooting games makruh or sinful? I haven't come across anything about it. There was a question: is there a possibility that unicorns exist? I mean, theoretically, they can exist. Maybe there's like some horse that has got some horn. Yeah, but as for any like magical unicorns existing, I don't think so. Zak, what do you think, Zed? Do you think they exist? Zed, is it better to give zakat locally or abroad? Wherever the need is more. Yeah, that's what it is. Anas, wa alaikum assalam. Is zakat always in cash or can it be in kind? Yeah, it has to be in. It has to be something which is value. Yeah, so it has to be something of value, right? So, you have to give it basically something that has that value equivalent of how much zakat you're supposed to give. How was your talk, Sheikh? Alhamdulillah. I put a link in the comments. Yeah. So my talk today, you guys can check it out. This is my talk today. Are you looking forward for Ramadan? Yes, very looking forward to it, alhamdulillah. We don't say nothing, we just do it. Joyzy, you are the Joyzy boys. The Joyzy boys, man. Ramadan coming so fast. I know it's going so fast. If you don't mind me asking, are you married? Yes. If so, how did you? Maybe some other time. Is there a tafsir before Tabari? Is there tafsir written before Tabari? Oh, yes. There are many tafsir before Tabari. Some of them are published, some of them are not. So, for example, tafsir of Ibn Abi Hatim. There's tafsir sections in hadith books. I'll be here more. Ahlan wa sahlan. Ahlan wa sahlan. Welcome. Yeah, my estimate for Aston Eye Socks Charity Week total was 40k, but it was 50k. MashaAllah. Wow. Killed it, bro. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. When is it compulsory to give zakat? When your time is due. So I've actually got a video on crash course of zakat. Zakat crash course. Yeah, so zakat crash course, and watch that, and inshallah you will understand. You will understand about zakat, my brother. You will understand about zakat. Zakat crash course. National Zakat Foundation focus on zakat locally in the UK. Yes. When does Maghrib end? Also, so check out my Kuduri series. My Kuduri series. Check out the Salat times. I've explained it there. Is overreacting disliked by Allah? Not necessarily. Depends how. Do you have any series planned in Ramadan? Not yet. The accent is funny. Chess was only invented in the last century, so what is the game that was prescribed? Chess was only invented in the last century. No, I don't think that's correct. Yeah, it's an old game. Shatranj is an old game. Maybe the rules have been adjusted in the last century, but chess itself is known as Shatranj. It was a Persian game that was played. Is there a collection of tafsirs by Ibn Abbas? Some people have compiled a lot of his statements and made it into one collection, but not all of them are authentic. So, have you fasted Ramadan? Have you fasted Ramadan yet? Have I fasted Ramadan yet? Yeah, Ramadan hasn't come, my brother, yet. How can I fast Ramadan yet? One bayan have not heard is eating healthy in Islam. That's true. That's true, definitely. The question was overeating, not overreacting. Oh, did I read it wrong? Oh, I read it as overreacting. Overeating, yeah, overeating is wrong. You shouldn't overeat. Is swimming a sunnah? So if you're saying, did the Prophet ever swim? There's no authentic narration that he ever swam himself. Did he encourage swimming? Yes. Assalamu alaikum. Have you fast? So I would say this: next time you ask someone, is something sunnah? Ask them this: did the Prophet ﷺ encourage people to do this, or did he do it himself? Instead of saying sunnah, because when you ask the word sunnah, you might get different answers from people. Yeah. So you say, is it sunnah to live in Medina? Right. Meaning that did the Prophet ﷺ encourage people to live in Medina? So this is what I think a lot of you guys, when you ask your sunnah questions, you don't understand what you're asking really. Assalamu alaikum. Have you fasted Ramadan in all 4 seasons yet? Oh, all 4 seasons. Yes. I fasted in all 4 seasons. Alhamdulillah. I've heard some scholars say that senior companions play chess. Is this true? I don't know. I haven't come across any narrations of that. Does balagha improve one's Arabic, Ustad, or is it just more eloquence? Balagha is designed for the Quran, so it gives you a deeper understanding of the layers of styles and complexities of Arabic language in the Quran. Yeah, so it's designed for the Quran to give you an insight into how sentences work and the effect of different sentences. Allah mumilsha. Ahlan wa sahlan. It depends how people define sunnah. Yeah, definitely. Can you look at pictures of deceased? Yes, you can. It's like when people say topi thobi sunnah. Yeah, that's it. So I think people should ask the question: did the Prophet encourage this thing? Like, did the Prophet how much did he encourage it to people to do this? So those kind of questions will be better, because then you understand what you're asking. Can you explain the hadith that says the stronger believer is better than the weak? Is it Islamic encourage? So it's not Islamic encourage to weightlift. Stronger is meaning in 2 things. One is stronger in your faith, meaning doing those things which obviously are going to make your faith stronger, and stronger meaning physically being stronger in the sense that, as a Muslim ummah, we are a strong ummah. Yeah, we do things ourselves, and those kind of stuff. So stronger in that sense. So in other words, if there's Muslims who are strong in the sense that they're able to work, they're able to earn, they're able to provide for their families, they're able to defend their houses and their properties, that is obviously something which will strengthen the Muslims overall. But to just say weightlift and take pictures of yourself in the mirror, I would say that's not really gonna be the best explanation of the hadith. Is it prohibited to have pictures shown on display of people like family? It's best not to have them on display. Is it sinful to have your body buried back home like Pakistan? No, it won't be sinful. If a man's wife dies, would it be permissible to keep photos of his deceased wife? Yeah, this is a tricky one. So what I would say is, if she's passed away, to keep those pictures away would be, because if he gets married again, then obviously it's going to have an impact on his next marriage. So I would say keep them pictures away, and but it won't be sinful to look at them. Did the Prophet have a cat? There's no evidence that he had a cat, but cats would come to his house. If a person becomes a boxer, is the income earned from that haram? So it depends what they're getting the money for. So boxers get money for different things. Yeah, for the fighting and then for sponsorships and all these different things. Yeah, if it is professional boxing, which is not allowed, right, at a professional level where you're hitting someone to hurt them, then that money would be considered to be not allowed. I mean, Allah alam, I would say it wouldn't be allowed. Maybe others would disagree with me. Allah mumalsha is Pakhto. Yeah, I've never come across mumalsha. Yeah, I've heard of manana. So what's mumalsha? Can I keep a photo of my family in my wallet? Yes. Is it haram to draw human? Yeah, it wouldn't be allowed. Is listening to nasheeds rewarding? Unless it's got some sort of like dhikr in there, remembrance of Allah, good words, then no. If a person passes away, they should be buried where they die and not send body to Pakistan. Is that correct? There's ikhtilaf among scholars. Yeah. Imam Muhammad said it shouldn't be taken more than 2 miles. because in them days there was no way of preserving the body. Yeah, no way of preserving the body, and so they would, because if you left it for, if they took it very far, it would start to rot and smell. And but nowadays there's all like these kind of things that can be done to the body to preserve the body as well, like can be refrigerated. Did the Prophet ﷺ command to kill the dogs of Medina? Yes, in the beginning of when there was an outbreak of some sort of illness or some problem. Jazakallah khair, Ameen, Faris, Ameen, Ameen. Wa alaikum assalam, Irfan. Say again, I see you. Is getting conventional mortgage to live in the house with the family haram? If there's no other way for a person to be able to make up the money to buy himself a house or to be able to provide, a roof over their head, then there would be permissibility, according to many scholars, for the house that you're living in to get that kind of mortgage, but as a last resort. Yeah. If drawing humans are not allowed, is it allowed to watch animated movies? Yes. Would it be haram to dress your child with clothes that have prints on them of animals? Not necessarily. Is giving money to a homeless non-Muslim rewarding? Yes. So the hadith regarding killing the black dog was due to the dogs having. So that's what some of the scholars say. So the Prophet ﷺ, he commanded, Sahih Muslim hadith, he commanded the dogs to be killed for a specific reason, and then eventually he uplifted that command. He said, "Now you don't kill them anymore." So some of the scholars say, what was the reason for this? Possibly it was an outbreak of some sort of illness, or maybe it was even like they were like wild dogs that were quite vicious. And some say it was because they were breeding the dogs and it was having a bad impact on the families, because the people were literally spending too much of their money and time on these animals. Can a woman go for a walk during Iddah to help psychologically? Possibly, yeah. It's possibly. I heard that they inject alcohol into a dead body when they send them back to Pakistan. No, I haven't heard that. I look forward to watching the talk, thinking how Arabia was completely transformed in a trajectory that started with the revelation of Quran and undeniable impact. Yeah, definitely. Is there a scenario where a person doesn't need to do wudu every time he breaks? Is there a scenario where a person doesn't need to do wudu every time he breaks? Is there a scenario? No, I can't think of any. How can Tullabul Ilm remain steadfast and seeking knowledge? Stay away from sins. Main thing, a lot of students, they get involved in sins and then it just takes them away from ilm. Stay away from sins. Stay in good company. So good company means other students and also ulama as well. So find yourself some good teacher. Ask if you can do his khidmah. Stay close to him, and that way you'll feel motivated as well. Can you skip the haram part of movies, show, season? Possibly, if you're able to skip it. Context is very important. If someone just hears killing dogs, they will call RSPCA. Yeah, even in this country where sometimes dogs are put down, and they call it putting the dog down. They don't call it killing the dog, but yeah, they do it sometimes when there's a outbreak of some sort of illness in dogs, and some countries will pass a ruling that you can kill. Assalamu alaikum, Sharif, Will, ahlan wa sahlan, ahlan wa sahlan. Remember, guys, hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button, make sure you hit it. Traveling a long distances to just attend janazah or family member, friend, etc. How should this situation be handled? If you can attend, try to go. If you can't, then you send your condolences. Yeah, and then maybe you try to make some sort of arrangement later on to visit them. The scenario could be that he is ma'zur. But if he's ma'zur, he still has to do wudu for every salat. Yeah, so if he's ma'zur, he still has to do wudu for the entering of the next salat. If you're on a chaperone date with someone, does the chaperone have to sit next to the entire? No, just they can sit nearby. The idea of the chaperone is so that the conversation remains, genuine, honest, without any like lustful thoughts, etc. This is the best reliable, in my opinion. Allah knows best. But Jazakallah khair for thinking that about me. I mean, if a person is ma'zur, so they do wudu once before every salah, but if it breaks during salah, ignore it. Yeah, so as long as they don't, if they're ma'zur, their wudu doesn't really break then. That's the thing. Is it best to make dua whilst in sujood or with hands raised, shoulder height? Both are fine. Yeah, both are. So to say which one's best, we can't say which one's best unless we have like some proof to say which one was best. So the Prophet ﷺ did both. He did both. Both are fine. Sub H2K sub Jazakallah khair. Ameen. Yes, that deserves to go on the screen there. 82K subs we've reached, mashallah, with all of you guys' help as well. Alhamdulillah. Inshallah, hopefully by the mid this year, I'm thinking mid this year we reach 100K. When do you guys think we're going to reach 100K? Inshallah. Is music at a wedding provided there is separation of men and women, an exceptional thing in Islam? No, music, no. The scenario might be if it has a problem with passing wind and he can't keep his wudu longer than a few seconds. Yeah, but the point is he's still got to do wudu for the entry of the salat time. Yeah. Is a person sinful for missing salah because of illness? If the illness makes it too hard for him to pray, then he won't be sinful, inshallah. Is it sinful to not pray witr salah? According to Hanafis, yes, it's sinful. Jazakallah khair. MashaAllah, great talk today. Very inspiring, miraculous language, the Quran. May Allah increase. Ameen. Jazakallah khair. Irfan Hussain. Irfan Suhail. Irfan Hussain. No, Irfan Hussain. Irfan Suhail, mashallah. I saw you at the back there making notes. Jazakallah khair. And it's a very like deep topic. Miracles of the Quran. Literally, I mean, with that exaggeration, that kind of like a discussion will easily go on for 6 or 7 hours, like easily, because there's so many aspects to like unpack when you're discussing about the miraculous nature of the Quran. Like, I'm not even talking about the kind of like so-called scientific miracles of the Quran, which some people claim. I'm talking about like the linguistic miracle of the Quran. But yeah, I enjoy these kind of talks as well. Inshallah, will be 100K inshallah by summer. Yeah, right. After you wash both arms, how do you do the next move in wudu? I've seen people do it different ways. After you wash both arms, yeah, you just wet your hands and you wipe your head. If a drop of urine falls on clothing, is it okay to sprinkle water on that part? If you know where it is, you have to wash it. If you don't know where it is, then sprinkling water on a place and washing that place, that'll be sufficient. How do we know who is right in Islam topics? One side says sinful. Yeah, good question. So what you need to, don't listen to everyone. So you listen to Asim Hakim, then you listen to me, and then you listen to other people. Yeah, that's why you're confusing yourself and then you confuse others. So you need to start studying Islam. So seriously, start studying Islam. Stick to one person who you trust, who you can ask questions to, and then that way you'll understand. It's the same with, how do you know which doctor is saying the right thing? You could do a 1-day course. Yeah, possibly. That might be a good idea. 1-day long course. Is talking in the washroom sinful? Not necessarily. Where can I find a book or lecture about these linguistic miracles? I don't know anything in English. I think I heard that Sheikh Hamza Yusuf's going to be doing end of March. He's going to be doing an online seminar on miracles of the Quran with Al Buruj. Yeah, I heard that. Do you lecture at University ISOX by invitation? Yes, I was actually supposed to give a talk in Aston University next month, but I think it got cancelled. Yeah, I'm supposed to give it next month. Yeah, I do invite, but it depends on my timing. So the only reason I do it for local universities is easy for me to go there. Otherwise, generally, if it's like outside the cities, it's gonna, unless it's like on a weekend or something, then weekdays can be difficult for me. But yeah, so there's no specific. You just send the email to me and tell me the date and stuff like that. No specific requirements, no payments, no nothing. So what other kind of exercise do you do besides cycling? Badminton, and I've also bought myself some running shoes as well. So I'm thinking about doing some running as well, inshallah. So just like jogging, running. Faris, can we apply the hadith mentioning the virtues of seeking knowledge now and other online media content? Inshallah, why not? Especially for fiqh questions, shouldn't mix and match with different scholars here. How can we check the authenticity of a hadith? You need to study usul hadith. So I've got usul hadith course, guys. You can join it for free. You just send an email, and inshallah, it's about 21 lessons long. Yeah, so you're gonna have to. That's the email on the screen there. Have you heard of Balagh Academy? Yes, I've heard of Balagh, founded by Dr. Rafaqat Rashid. Yeah, I've heard of them. Arabic books or lectures are fine. Do you know any the linguistic miracles of the Quran? From the top of my head, no. But there's actually, if you actually go on, you can easily just do this. If you go onto YouTube and you type in إعجاز اللغوي إعجاز اللغوي في القرآن إعجاز اللغوي, and loads of videos will come and just start listening to them. Assalamu alaikum. Is there significance in having the same dream? Really? Possibly. It depends what it is. Yeah, possibly. They have many online courses. Is it better to buy a tafsir that encompasses all the qira'at? Possibly, yeah. It all depends what you're after. Yeah, you can do that if you like. Tafsir Ruh al-Ma'ani usually mentions all the qira'at. So that's a really good one to use. What do you mean by not necessarily? Not necessarily is not necessarily. It could be, it could not be. Like example, in Surah Al-Buruj, Allah says, Dhul Arsh al-Majid, Dhamma, which is an attribute of Allah, Kasra, which is the description of the throne. Yeah, look at that. Definitely. What would you say is the ruling of niqab? We know wearing hijab is fard. So niqab ruling would be based upon society, yeah. So this is why there's ikhtilaf. Some say it's wajib to wear it, some say it's not wajib to wear it, encouraged to wear it. I would say you look at the different society situations. So for some women, wearing it would be encouraged, and for some women, that wearing it might be necessary, depending on where they live, the society. Maybe in Pakistan, in certain places where there's a culture for it, and in some places where it's difficult for the women to wear. How long is your Mufti course? So my course, are you talking about the one at Sufa? That's you don't qualify to become Mufti in that course. It's an introduction to Iftar. Right, and I don't believe there's any course out there you can do in a year or 2 or 3 and become Mufti. I personally don't believe that. But yeah, it's 1 year. Well, it's not 1 year, but it carries on. You just carry on doing it. In Sunnah Ghair Muqaddar, can we pray Falaq and Nas in the first 2 rakat and Nas in the second? Yes. So you're allowed to read in Nawafil, you're allowed to read any surahs you want. Order is not necessary. And you can repeat surahs as well. Assalamu alaikum, Sultan. Al-Balagh Academy have got a lot of courses on feminism. Okay. ماذا أكلت اليوم؟ اليوم أكلت الأضلاع الغنم. نعم أضلاع الغنم. Can you explain the verse in Surah Tawbah where it says to kill the disbelievers? Yeah, so it means it's talking about the Prophet ﷺ, the Sahaba, the Mushrikeen of Quraysh, talking about them. So this verse is talking about the Mushrikeen of Quraysh, not others. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Masir, ahla wa sahlan. What is an example of talking in the washroom where it's sinful, where you're naked? So if a person is naked or on the toilet, using the toilet, then no. Sheikh, is it possible for self-learn Arabic? Possible, but it's I've very rarely ever seen it happen. How is it going? Alhamdulillah, it's going very well. Thank you very much, my brother. Masir, ahla wa sahlan. New Jersey. How's New Jersey? Is it okay to ask Allah to take us when He is happy with us? Yes. Jazakallah khair, inayat, ahlan wa sahlan, wa iyyakum. What is the definition of an Islamic scholar? Islamic scholar would be, I would say this, someone who understands the Quran and understands the hadith and is also able to explain to you what they mean. Yeah. First-handed. First-handed means themselves without them having to refer to someone else. That's what Islam is. So, for example, if they have to refer to a translation, then they're not an Islamic scholar. They have to be able to understand it directly, obviously using the interpretations of the early scholars. That's what an Islamic scholar should be. كيف يصبح الإنسان فقيها أو مفتيا؟ صعب جدا. Rasul Hadith class went to what state in email? What to state in email? Yeah, just say, yo, Assalamu alaikum. I heard about your Usul Hadith. Say in a Jersey accent, write in a Jersey accent, and then you'll get it. Are there good scholars in the UAE like to start a new life there and take the knowledge? I'm not sure, but I think there's Mufti Tawqir. the guy called Mufti Tawqir. He's got an institute over there. And I think there's quite a few scholars, but I'm not sure if they teach or not. Is reciting Ikhlas in the first rakat of Fajr and Kafirun, second rakat encouraged? Practice, but yes, it's encouraged. Assalamu alaikum Hudayfa, ahlan wa sahlan. In the Hanafi madhab, is there 4 sunnah before Isha? According to majority of Hanafis, it's mustahab. Yeah. If so, have you ever seen the hadith evidence for this? Yeah, so there's nothing sunnah mu'akkada. This is why Sheikh Yusuf Banuri says it's possible that this 4 before Isha is actually talking about the awwabin salat in the Maghrib time. Yeah, so there doesn't seem to be any strong evidence to prove this. Is it beneficial for a Hafiz to attend, say, Darul at age 27? Oh, definitely. There's a good book written by Dr. Bassam, The Miraculous Language of the Quran, Evidence. All right, that's good. So check this one out, guys. Irfan has found this. Is a scholar one which other senior scholars recognize them as a scholar? Definitely, yes, of course. Other senior scholars who recognize their scholarship. Or is another institution better? Depends what you want to. I don't know which institute you're talking about, but whichever institute you're comfortable with, go for it. يار هذا مسألة صعبة. نعم ليس عندنا وقت يا أخي. هل أنت بخير؟ أنا بخير. كيف أنت? Do the Taliban misrepresent Islam? I don't know. Is smoking haram or makruh? Makruh. So, what do you mean by makruh? Makruh tahrim basically means sinful. Yeah, haram means sinful as well. They're both the same thing, really. But haram is where Allah clearly tells you, and makruh is where it's not clearly mentioned by Allah, but it's understood through other things. هل كل كتاب أقرأه في الدين لازم أفهمه 100% لأني أجد صعوبة في فهم أشياء كثيرة في الكتاب. هل هذا مشكلة عندي؟ لا نعم، هذه مشكلة يجده كثير من الطلبة. نعم، كثير من الطلبة يجدون هذه المشكلة. هذا ليس مشكلة لك الآن، لكن بعد وقت لازم عليك أن تدرس المصطلحات عند العلماء لكي تفهم يعني هذه المعاني، هذه الكلمات. Do scholars need to know the time, understand the people that they are living amongst, or just know history? Definitely need to know the time. 100%. They need to know the time. Sheikh, how do we balance between making taqleed of scholars and having a healthy skepticism towards what they are told, recognize faulty ideas? This is a tough question. This is a very good question, but it's very tough, very hard to, like, the lay person is going to find this very hard, obviously. So this is why I would say, if you're at that level where you have skepticism, my advice would be start studying Islam. Don't live a life of just having skepticism about everything, about any scholar says. It's not healthy. Start studying Islam, and then your skepticism will slowly be cleared up, because you want to be able to firsthand understand the Quran and Hadith and statements of the early scholars. That's the aim. And you want to know how much scope there is for interpretation. Assalamu alaikum. What is Da'if Hassan? So SF, you need to do my Usul Hadith course. Here's the email. You can do the course, it's free of charge, and then after you've done the 21 lessons, you will start to understand what Da'if and Hasan mean. ايش يعني مصطلحات؟ مصطلحات يعني أقصد بالمصطلحات النظريات والمعارف التي اتفق عليه العلماء ووضعوا لها اسم خاص. نعم. كما نقول بالإنجليزية terms, technical terms. Has Safwat Masadir got most verbs that come in the Quran and Hadith? I don't know. I don't think so. What do we do in the world of Barzakh? I don't know. Inshallah, when we go there, we'll find out. How did the Prophet ﷺ deal with everyday stress and issues? Good question. I don't know. I mean, I guess he would, make dua to Allah. He would do other things like normal people do as well to get rid of stress. Sit with family, talk to friends. And as-Sa'id, alhamdulillah. Who are the al-Batiniya? Batiniya are basically those people who take the esoteric, like hidden meanings of the Sharia. They come out with some hidden meanings, believing that Sharia has a shell and has hidden meanings. You don't have to act upon the shell. You take the hidden meanings of Islam, which is very cryptic. On the chess question, what is your fatwa? It is shown to preserve memory. Yeah, so I would say it's allowed. As long as you're not going to miss your prayers because of it. أي كتاب مناسب لدراسة قبل نزهة النظر؟ قبل نزهة النظر أدرس الأصول الحديث التي عندي. نعم، هذه الدروس التي قد ذكرت لكم. نعم، أدرس هذا. Can you give some examples of these technical terms, please? Yeah, so technical terms, what I mean by that is, like, you might study a book and you might come across a word, just like, for example, this hadith is Hassan or it's Da'if. So you might understand Da'if to mean weak and Hassan, but there might be like a bigger meaning behind it. So you'd have to study the concept of what Da'if means, what Hassan means in the science of Usul Hadith. Then when you read the book, it makes more sense. So how does your human lesson work? Is there Zoom meeting? No, they're pre-recorded, yeah. What are the best ways I can show Allah my gratitude? Just be obedient to Him. Obedience to Allah is the biggest form of gratitude. Hit the like button, guys, if you haven't hit the like button. We passed midnight. Remember the olden days we used to pass midnight? Yeah, those good old days. All right, guys, I think I'm going to finish. I think I will finish, guys. أحبك في الله أحبك الذي أحببتني فيه يا أخي سلطان الحبيبي. If a person sees a girl he likes at college, university, can he get married to her? Yes, he can get married to her. Just obviously in the halal way. Don't do anything haram things. What's your sleeping routine? Well, it's going to start soon. My sleeping routine is going to start in a bit. Yeah, so I go to sleep, wake up Fajr, and try to stay up after Fajr. Will I reward you for hitting the like button? Inshallah, why not? Encouraging good. Jazakallah khair. Enjoying the live stream. Yeah, enjoying it, but we're gonna go to sleep, bro. Yeah, some of us, I don't know if you're in the UK, if you're in America. In the UK, it's past midnight now, so you know they say midnight, the jinns and everything, like. Were nikahs more simple at times, Sahaba, such as saw someone would get married? Yeah, loopholes, definitely. And there's still a lot of societies out there whose nikahs are very simple and straightforward. It's just, I think, Asian communities and maybe Arabs don't have a lot of problems as well. Jazakallah khair, no worries. Jazakallah khair. All right, guys. So thank you very much for watching the video, and I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Al-Batiniya deviants, yes, definitely. Some of them are even out of Islam. Assalamu alaikum. Modern words in Arabic for things that did not exist in the classical era. How are they derived and can? So there's two ways they're derived. They can either be sort of like taken from the language and just sort of like just Arabized. Like, for example, mobile. Yeah, Pepsi. Or they can you can find the function of that thing, and then you find an Arabic word that fits that function. So sayyara is called a sayyara because from the word sara yasiru, the thing that sayr a lot, the thing that kind of moves a lot. That's what they call a sayyara, the thing that travels a lot. So car is known for like motion, movement. So they call it sayyara. Oh yeah, book review, yeah. Book review. Which is the book review that I will do? Let me think. Okay. Okay, this is a good book. This is a book that I bought in Madrasa. In the Madrasa days, the front cover, you cannot read the title because it's all smudged out. But yeah, this is actually, where is this? The friend gave me. Yeah, this is I think one of my friends gave me. Yeah, you can read that there. Yeah, it's from my friends gave me this. I actually thought I bought this, Yeah, can you see the writing? Yeah, so a friend Khairuddin, he gave me this. هدية إلى الأخ العزيز لياقة زمان داعيا من الله أن يحفظه من كل بلاء وأن يدخله جنة الفردوس العالية بجوار الحبيب مصطفى آمين يا رب العالمين. Yeah, this was on 1423. 1423, I think that was about 20 years ago. Yeah, maybe 20 years ago. Got this book. So this is basically like a dictionary of the Quran. It's like a dictionary of the Quran. So you can see there. So like every surah, difficult words, the author has taken them and in Arabic explained them. And I found this very useful because like when you're learning Arabic and you have like an easy Arabic sentence to explain an Arabic word, it's really useful. Yeah, so this is like a very good. So I'll give you an example. For example, like what does qanitina mean? So it says qanitina muti'ina lillahi khashi'ina. Those who are obedient to Allah and they are like in solace and peace. رِجَالًا فَصَلُّوا مُشَاةً عَلَى أَرْجُلِكُمْ. Yeah, pray walking on your legs. وَلِلْمُطَلَّقَاتِ مُتْعَةٌ أو نفقة العدة. يقبض ويبسط يضيق على بعض ويوسع على آخرين. So it's like very sort of like nice kind of like a book. It's like a pocket book you keep in your pocket. Come across like a word in the Quran that you're not familiar with. This usually has it explained. This is the book. Kalimat al-Quran. Kalimat al-Quran by Hussein Muhammad Makhlouf. Hussein Muhammad Makhlouf. Yeah, it's like bring back memories and our studying. Yeah, it's a good book to keep with you guys. Right, my cousin divorced a couple of years back and she doesn't want to remarry. What should I tell her to encourage her to remarry? She was married only for a couple of years. I mean, if a person doesn't want to marry, that's up to them. You can't really force them. Maybe after a while, maybe they had a bad experience and they just put off marriage. And maybe after a while they'll come around. So I don't think there's anything that you can do to encourage her really. But it's just give it time. Sometimes they'll come around. Have you published any books on your own? No, not yet. I haven't. That's like I want to do so, but just not really come around doing it. Editing and all that, it just takes too long. All right, guys, hit the like button, subscribe button, and take care, inshallah. And I will see you guys next week. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Well, 1 minute. Let me just answer this one. What is the longest word in Arabic that you are aware of? Longest word in Arabic? I don't know. I'm not too sure what kind of. The strange thing is, Arabic words are made up of lots of words. So if you're talking about that, then there's lots. But if you're talking about single longest word, it's probably something like I don't know. Can't think of safarjal. It's like a 4. Is a man sinful for delaying marriage? No.